Hey there, my listeners. This is the very first solo cast, a monologue of just me with a mini epi, and I'm going to talk about the playful journey to hormone harmony. I say that with so much sarcasm because I am going through the flip-flopping of emotions with my menopause journey. You know, to be an empathetic listener, you have had to walk the walk. Pain points. We all have those. My pain point is your pain point. So I wanted to give you this little mini about some of the key hormones that we should be aware of in our bodies. So we're going to dive into it, shall we? These quirky little chemical messengers that can even turn the calmest of waters into stormy seas of emotions and cravings and, yes, the dreaded mood swings. You're up, you're down, you're up, you're down. So picture this. You've got cortisol, the stress hormone, and it's doing its best to keep you on your toes. Estrogen, and it's not just our sex hormone, but it's also important for the bones and the brain. Then we have thyroid, the metabolism magician. And yes, last but not least, insulin, that sneaky fat storing ninja. So all of those four, cortisol, estrogen, thyroid, and insulin, are juggling for attention in your body's own little, circus, we'll call it. Buckle up. We are about to embark on a journey through the land of hormones where balance is the name of the game and laughter is the best medicine. Okay, so first, let's talk cortisol. It's the stress buster or bust. Okay, cortisol, it's the body's very own drama queen, for lack of a better terminology. It is produced by the tiny adrenal gland that sits atop of the kidneys. And cortisol is like the conductor of a stress symphony, orchestrating everything from blood sugar levels to our fight or flight response. Here's the kicker. While a little stress can be invigorating as a shot of espresso, let's just say, too much of it can leave us frazzled faster than you can say, take a chill pill. So let's swap cortisol spikes with some Zen moments. I'll get to how we do that later. Then we have estrogen. Estrogen is, well, let's just say, apart from helping us reproduce, it is a multitasker, and it does everything from keeping our bones strong to keeping our muscles vibrant to giving us like that twinkle sparkle in our eyes and that beautiful complexion. But let's just say it's up and it's down with perimenopause. And estrogen can sometimes like to play hide and seek, leaving us a little foggy and not quite ourselves. But with a little TLC and maybe HRT, we can get this hormone back into some balance. So let's just say, estrogen, you're great for keeping us alive, but boy, do we miss you when you start leaving our body. Let's talk insulin now. I call it the sugar sheriff. It's like the unsung hero of our body's sugar squad. It's responsible for keeping our blood sugar levels in check, but it's like the traffic cop of the metabolism. It ensures that the glucose gets to where it needs to go in the body. We want the glucose to go in the right places and not the wrong places, which is extra fat storage. So here's the thing. When we overload our bodies with sugary treats, the white death foods like breads and cakes and white rice, processed goodies, well, that insulin starts to spike and it gets a little overwhelmed, leading to a whole host of health woes. So insulin, keep it in check, mind your diet, and treat your body with nutritional foods. Get plenty of movement and drink lots of water. And then last but not least, let's talk thyroid. Thyroid is the body's own thermostat. It's responsible for regulating everything from our metabolism to our mood. And this little gland also keeps us on our toes. Why? Because thyroid, when it declines, can leave us feeling really sluggish. And if it spikes, then we can get a little bit hyper. So again, mind your food and help keep that thyroid in balance. Now, I talked about the four of them pretty laissez-faire, a little bit of a joke, if you will. But it's really important that you take a long, hard look at these 4 chemicals in the body. They're a very important role to play in everything. So let's talk about how we can keep it in check. First of all, monitor your stress levels. Learn to say no. Stop thinking that you have superpowers and have to say yes to everything and every opportunity. Oh yes, I'll teach that extra yoga class. Oh yes, I'll come meet you for coffee. Oh yes, I don't mind taking on a 30-page report for our women's committee. Learn to say no. That's your superpower. Take baths. Pour in some Epsom salts. And if you want to learn about the benefits of soaking in magnesium, tune into my episode number 8 with Travis Richardson about his flow state house that he's opening up soon here in the Comox Valley. Amazing benefits when magnesium is absorbed into the skin. Learn to slow down, switch off, and don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, it's 2:30 in the afternoon and you're bloated and you want to take a nap? Take a nap. You'll feel so much better. Spend some time in nature. Like, get out of the office. Go for a walk. Go find a park. Just be very careful not to take off your shoes and walk in that grass, because in some parks, there could be needles. Yeah, unfortunately. What else can you do? Prioritize sleep. That means turn off your device. Okay, no more exposure to blue light. Don't scroll through Instagram and start comparing yourself to, like, oh my God, she's like so amazing. Don't do that. I think that was more a message for myself. Breathing exercises. If you want to learn all about the benefits of breathing exercises, please tune into my episode with Lo, and we talk about breathing exercises. Lo Bundy is a beautiful soul. She's a breathing coach as well, and she taught me all kinds of neat tricks about breathing, including breathing for hot flashes. Yeah, how to cool your body. Check that one out. Practice yoga. I practice yoga. Stretchy, sure, but there's more to it than that. I'm not going to tell you because it's a spoiler alert. Go find a yoga class. You'll feel amazing, and watch what happens when you yoke your feminine and your masculine. Learn mindfulness. It doesn't have to be meditating on a mat. You can get out in the garden. You can just put the earbuds in, listen to some binaural beats. Just learn to quieten the mind. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that, listen to my episode with, she's amazing, Fawn Charette. She'll talk all about the mindfulness and the benefits of meditation. Adopt a healthy diet. You are what you eat, really. And don't think of it like diet, like restriction. Think of it more so as the medicine is what's on the end of your fork. And if you want to learn about that, stay tuned for my upcoming episode with Kim Hines, and we talk about nutrition, not just food, but our thoughts, wholesome thoughts and food for our bodies. And I will say, I'm going to throw this one in, reduce your alcohol consumption. So much information out there about what alcohol can do, about packing on the extra weight, giving you that little extra belly fat. But honestly, sometimes when we consume alcohol in our menopausal years, it's like triple, quadruple the effect. It just turns on all the trauma that we've been hiding, brings it out to the surface. It's a disaster. Okay, so what else can we do about keeping these 4 in check? I mentioned this really briefly before. I'll say it again. I'm really bad for it. Hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You need H2O to function optimally, but the majority of us are not drinking enough water. And coffee doesn't count. Yeah, it's made with some boiling hot water, but coffee is also diuretic. It just dries you out. So you can just keep a nice little daily reminder to track your water consumption. 2 liters a day is great. You can get a little bit more. Okay, it can't do any harm, right? Just make sure that you can run close to the bathroom, because I absolutely suffer from that. I'm going to throw in a couple more things. If you have a sedentary lifestyle and you want to pick up the weights and get on the mat or hit the gym, please consult with your doctor first. But if you want to learn about the benefits of incorporating weight-bearing exercises, and I'm talking heavy weights, listen to my recent episode with Kimra here. She is actually a champion weightlifter, and she started in her 50s, and at 60, she's winning medals. It's amazing. She'll talk all about not only the benefits of seeing the resistance training on your body, but the resistance training it does for your mind. The body's designed to move, so keep on moving. You release endorphins. It just feels good. And when you're exercising, you're taking in more oxygen. You're breathing heavily and deeply. So many great benefits. These are the 4 pillars I always will talk about to keep all of those pesky little hormones in check, the ones that drive all the chemical responses, send all the signals to tell it what to do, when to do, and how to do it. So nutrition, exercise, stress reduction, and sleep management. You are going to have a happy menopausal journey. And last but not least, you're not alone, and you can't do it alone. Find a community, check in, talk to a doula. We're here to help. Okay, my listeners, I am signing off. This was my first little mini. I threw in a lot of information at you. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope my humor wasn't too off-putting. But, sometimes we just have to be a little lighthearted about this because we take ourselves so damn seriously. And it's not good for our mental health. You are your thoughts. A man thinketh, so shall he beeth. A woman, she's wiser. We think good things. And I'm sending love and light to you all. Blessings. Mwah. Okay, signing off. Until next time, this is Mary Lee of All Things Menopausal.